Hello, everybody. Welcome to Honors Fest 2020. This is going to be our first virtual Honors Fest we've ever had, and hopefully it'll be our last. I really wanted to say thank you, and I hope your families are doing well. And one of the things that we love to do is to honor those students who have achieved academically. And that's what this is about. We're also going to honor some teachers today, and we're going to honor some students who have really worked hard over the course of the 4 years and throughout this year. So we're glad to be able to give you some version of Honors Fest. I think it's very important to keep those traditions alive and well. So sit back and enjoy the show. Honors Fest 2020.
Riders, I'm Mr. Luchins. I honor of announcing and celebrating all of you who had perfect attendance in 2018 and 2020. We will begin with our freshmen. Perfect attendance for 2019-2020 freshman class. Our tune had Sydney Anderson, Richard Benegui, Alexa Brockmuller, Travis Dan, Teresa Doty, Abigail Doohan, Logan Eckerin, Ashley Elliott, Trayson Hardy Olson, Keegan Johnston, Ashlyn Josephson, Ethan Marshall, Kyler Maritello, Andrew Wynn, Jonathan Plucker, Rebecca Pringle, Tayton Sano, Olivia Sherry, Gabriel Stevens, Michaela Vandeventer, Aiden Versteg, and Sheridan Winter. Congratulations, freshman class. Sophomores with perfect attendance: Kamal Albusafi, Brittany Armstrong, Julia Balansaw, Rohan Basnet, Kadia Benegui, Caden Chaput, Arian Chowdhury, Marissa Christensen, Andrea DeRue, Mandy Dirks, Connor Edwards, Zachary Gerard, Kennedy Hansen SM, Nicholas Hansen, Ashley Heinen, Emily Johnson, Simeon Johnson, Jesse Mills Kilsenwater, Natalie Kirkvold, Trista Mooney, Jackson Murphy, Conler Simmons, and Trinity Tagg. Congratulations, sophomores. Juniors with perfect attendance: Paige Aberson, Taj Anderson, Abigail Buskell, Miriam Hamid, Brady Hanson, Lane Hellbush, Emily Hodges, Hunter Jesperson, Samantha Cultvid, Nicholas McLean, Kara Redmond, Alan Sanchez, Ceres Tuttle, and Shelby Wright. And last, our seniors for perfect attendance: Anastasia Clancy, Alexander Farley, Austin Fowler, Jasmine Greer, Emily Gutierrez, Landon Cooley, Aaron Kusler, Ricky Lally, Benjamin Lee, Janessa Lowe, and Hamzia Sato. Our senior and graduating class of 2020. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to all of you who achieved perfect attendance for the year 2019-2020.
Hello, Riders. This is Mrs. Balchi, and I get to announce the Students of the Month. So first of all, the Students of the Month. The representative for Students of the Month are students that have been nominated by their teachers for displaying the rider qualities. So you can see that their respect, they're involved in their school and community, they desire to be the best person or student they can be, they have a great attitude, some enthusiasm, and they're responsible. Our Students of the Month for September, now these are kind of weird because they're actually chosen the year before, so of course, we don't have freshmen because freshmen weren't at Roosevelt the year before. So our Students of the Month for September 2019 were, for sophomores, Emma Smith and Dante Fung. 11th grade, Miriam Hamid and Camden Gadbois. 12th grade, Madison Webster and Dylan Fondell. In October, our freshman Students of the Month were Chloe Dondenlinger and Linus Eng. For 10th grade, Morgan Whiting and Kamal Abu Safi. For 11th grade, Grace Johnson and Logan Elwine. For 12th grade, Grace Schofield and Aiden Christensen. In November, our 9th grade students of the month were Grace Weaver and Carter Kittleson. For 10th grade, Pearl Wigg and Toby Carius. For 11th grade, Elena Lee and Cole Erickson. And for 12th grade, Lily Johnson and Jordan Waltman. In December, our freshman students of the month were Lainey Vandewater and Anjuli Huntemer. For 10th grade, Jordan Blogg and Evan Kunuzzi. 11th grade, Avery Dooley and Brendan Franken. 12th grade, Shayla Tushin and Caleb Baker. For January, the 9th grade students of the month were Alexa Brockmuller and Andrew Wen. For 10th grade, Ellie Mulhare and Colin Glover. For 11th grade, Vanessa Francis and Muhammad Alec. For 12th grade, Grace Neugebauer and Matt Griesgraber. In February, our 9th grade students of the month were Paula Cabezas Torres and Ryan Raisavi. In 10th grade, Nazareth Zudi and Jackson Hazlett. In 11th grade, Carolyn Figora and Mason Cox. And in 12th grade, Morgan Pansich and Caleb Rogenbuck. In March, our freshman students of the month were Emma Swanson and Dawson McCowley. In 10th grade, Haley Greer and Danny Lesher. 11th grade, Aiden Balloon and Brennan Mason. In 12th grade, Rebecca Odland and Ryan Mix. For April, our freshman students of the month were Kelsey Garrels and Brady Rowland. In 10th grade, Haley Merrill and Enzo Clem. 11th grade, Madeline Cox and Nicholas McLean. 12th grade, Alexis Sigmund and Noah Nielsen. And for May, this is just this month. So freshmen, Ava Steffen and Alex Wolwin. 10th grade, Catherine Kovalenko and Martin Ham. 11th grade, Madeline Gerard and Gabe Stahl. And 12th grade, Tabitha Hirschman and Joey Ostermeyer. Congratulations to all of you. Great job.
It's my pleasure to give out 3 staff awards at this time: Spirit of RHS, Positive Impact, and Championship Team Builder. Spirit of RHS celebrates an individual who embodies the true spirit of a Roosevelt Rough Rider. This year's award goes to Miss Sarah Leonard. Thank you, Miss Leonard, for everything you do for Roosevelt, your dedication to students in this community. Congratulations. Positive Impact goes to someone who's made a positive impact in the first 5 years, and I can say this year's award winner has made a positive impact on many students and people in our community. Congratulations, Aaron Wynn, on the Positive Impact Award. Championship Team Builder celebrates someone who works within the RHS staff to build team. This year's award winner is Mr. Luke Hanneman. Mr. Hanneman has done a great job of working with his collaborative team to lead them and help students learn at high levels. Congratulations, Luke.
Hello, fellow riders. This is Mr. Sage, and I'm the AP coordinator at Roosevelt High School, and I am excited and proud to announce this year's AP Honors Award winners. Our first category is AP Scholars. These students have scored a 3 or higher on 3 or more of their AP exams. Congratulations to Chris Amanqua, Riley Bonnet, Jaden Bourne, Noah Dixon, Avery Dooley, Caden Fandel, Madeline Gerard, Jasmine Greer, Emma Hansen, Madison Howard, Emily Cool, Shrishti Kumari, Baden Murphy, Brendan Naylor, Alyssa Nielsen, Peyton Plogman, Connor Rizavi, Sydney Schaefer, Brenna Sturm, Rosette Ulrich, Eva Volk, Jordan Waltman, and Elsa Watkins. Our next category of award winners are the AP Scholar with Honor students. An AP Scholar with Honor is a student who has scored an average of 3.25 on all AP exams, and they've also scored 3 or higher on 4 or more exams. Congratulations to Nicholas Anderson, Caleb Baker, Lily Bleckinger, Michelle Cooper, Tug Ernster, Austin Fowler, Eric Lavnica, Sydney Huntemer, Nolan Johnson, Emily Kilstrom, Andrew Kovalenko, Rogan Landine, Gabe Lima, Janessa Lowe, Catherine Moe, Austin Noble, Kate Thorstensen, Hannah Cheddar, and Sailor Weiland. And our next category is the AP Scholar with Distinction. These students have earned the award by scoring an average of 3.5 on all their exams, and they also have scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more of these exams. Congratulations to Alice Bjorneberg, Kara Dirks, Keegan Glover, Hope Grismer, Jackson Kroger, Aaron Meisner, Peter Moriarty, Alexander Schar, Ashley Schnetzer, Grace Schofield, and Anders Svenningsson. And our final category is the National AP Scholar Award. This student has scored at least a 4 on all of his AP exams taken, and he has received 4 or higher on 8 or more of these exams. Congratulations to you. Thanks again. We are Roosevelt. We are one. Go Riders.
I'm one of the assistant principals, and I'm here to present seniors with the President's Scholars and the Regents Scholars Awards. President's Scholars are seniors who have maintained at least a 3.5 GPA, as well as earned a score of 3 or a 4 on their math or English language arts state test, or they have attained at least a 26 on their ACT. Here are the seniors that have earned the President's Scholars: Clarissa Arballo, Caleb Baker, Leah Bannock, Riley Bonnet, Michelle Cooper, Cameron Crawford, Kara Dirks, Noah Dixon, Dylan Fandle, Caden Fandle, Robert Fyock, Caitlin Grovenberg, Thu Nguyen, Kinley Knudsen, Andrew Kovalenko, Emily Kuhl, Aaron Kusler, Hannah Leonard, Janessa Lowe, Ryan Mix, Cade Navzinger, Trinity Perez, Allison Peters, Gianni Fung, Caitlin Privet, Maya Roggenbuck, Darren Rupp, Sierra Shanks, Caitlin Van Vorst, Elsa Watkins, Tessa Eimaker, and Eric Zatino Lopez. Those are our President's Scholars Award winners for this year. Congratulations. Moving on to our Regent Scholars. Our Regent Scholars for the 2019-2020 school year include Jaden Besnazga, Ryan Conroy, Marcus Decker, Emma DeHoog Cleaver, Riley Duvall, Alyssa Eichmann, Jaden Foss, Jade Gallus, Madison Gerhardt, Christian Giannani, Benjamin Golden, Keaton Hartman, Elizabeth Hyberson, Aaliyah Eimaker, Parker Jensen, Allison Johnson, Caleb Johnson, Carly Johnson, Henry Juarez Arden, Blade Klebe, Benjamin Coles, Cassandra Cron, Jackson Kroger, Landon Cooley, Aaron Messner, Max Miller, Grace Negemauer, Emily Pulling, DeAndrea Ratliff, Anna Rodriguez Garcia, Caleb Roggenbuck, Sydney Schaefer, Eva Schuring, Lillian Cherie, Suad Smolovic, Cassie Strabel, Emma Svenningsson, Annalise Tabbert, Jordan Waltman, Zachary Weir, Alyssa Welding, David Wells, Chase Wilson, Jonah Worden, and Ernestine Yancey. Now, these seniors have earned the Regents Scholarship, which means they have automatic entrance into any South Dakota institution because they have completed 4 years of English, 4 years of math, 4 years of science, 3 years of social studies, 1 year of fine arts, and 2 years of modern classical language, with no final grade being lower than a C and an overall GPA of at least a B. So congratulations to our Regents Scholars. These following students have earned both the President's and Regents Scholars Award. Seniors, Nick Anderson, Cole Bartels, Haveen Bawari, Mackenzie Beavers, Alice Bjorneberg, Lily Bleckinger, Jenna Blogg, Chase Brander, Mackenzie Bolchi, Riley Carlson, Anastasia Clancy, Courtney Courier, Nathaniel DeBoer, Emma DeHue Cleaver, Noah Dixon, Abigail Dewan, Alexander Ursink, Dylan Fandel, Hayden Fandel, Robert Fayok, Hannah Fennicle, Chloe Fincher, Audrey Flackus Mahoney, Austin Fowler, Caleb Fowler, Hattie Giblin, Keegan Glover, Jasmine Greer, Hope Grismer, Alexandra Gukazin, Dexter Hayek, Maya Hansen, Emma Hansen, Tabitha Hirschman, Taylor Hofer, Madison Howard, Ethan Howell, Stephanie Hubbard, Clarissa Johnson, Lily Johnson, Sonny Josephson, Eli Kadoon, Brooke Kelleher, Karsten Kern, Emily Kilstrom, Becky Kepke, Kira Koob, Tatum Koima, Hallie Cruid, Landon Cooley, Jessica Lavallee, Brogan Landine, Janessa Lowe, Jack Landine, Braden Malwitz, Titan Martin, Savannah McGraw, Ryan Mix, Catherine Moe, Courtney Mongar, Nathan Moon, Peter Moriarty, Braden Murphy, Aiden Wynn, Alicia Wynn, Macy Nielsen, Sierra Noble, Cade Knopfinger, Rebecca Odland, Isabella Anasuru, Stephen Artega, Joseph Ostermeyer, Ali Palagway, Morgan Pansich, Himesh Parmar, Evan Pathwald, Allison Peters, Danielle Reeves, Autumn Ritter, Francis Rogers, Jada Rogers, Alexis Runge, Connor Rosavi, Caitlin Reiswick, Alexander Shar, Ashley Snetzer, Grace Schoenfield, Abigail Schroeder, Maya Simmons, Evan Svold, Alexandra Smith, Josephine Somervold, Anders Svenningsson, Emma Swenson, Alana Thielen, Kate Thornton, Mary Tran, Shayla Tushin, Eva Volk, Matthew Wagner, Madison Webster, Sailor Weiland, David Wells, Tatum Wilson, Adam Woolwend, Faith Woolman, Jaden Wright, Tessa Eimaker, and Abby Yop. These seniors earned both the President's and Regents Scholars. Congratulations to all.
Each year, the Salsa Club recognizes students who have served their community by volunteering their time. Those being recognized for 50 hours, Christopher Amankwa, Haymanat Asefa, Austin Fowler, Om Patel, Abby Schroeder, and Abby Yap. Those being honored for 100 hours, Tu Huyn, Grace Johnson, Elizabeth Tuchin, Logan Wagner, and Caitlin Walcher.
Hi, it's Mrs. Oberlittner with the Rider Pride Award. The Rider Pride Award is given in recognition of a student during the 2019-2020 school year. Teachers choose students for a variety of reasons. This year's Rider Pride Award winners are Muhammad Alec, nominated by Mrs. Schoenhard. Taylin Ashley, nominated by Ms. Bourbon. Caleb Baker, nominated by Mr. Hansen. Aiden Balloon, nominated by Mr. Van Engen. Marcy Becerra Cortez, nominated by Mr. Zenz. Jenna Bentima, nominated by Ms. Johnson. Alana Benson, nominated by Ms. Hartley. Lily Belchinger, nominated by Mr. Orland. Jordan Vlog, nominated by Mr. Engel. Katie Borens, nominated by Mrs. Bolche. Angelina Boffenkamp, nominated by Mrs. Myers. Mercedes Brandis, nominated by Mrs. Peichel. Devin Breinholt, nominated by Mrs. Harris. Emma Brindley, nominated by Mr. Parezo. Jordan Brown, nominated by Mr. Grove. Ben Carlson, nominated by Mr. Odegaard. Samantha Chase, nominated by Mrs. Winterstein. Aiden Christensen, nominated by Mr. Costanzo. Katana Crow, nominated by Mrs. Patch. Mackenzie DeHaan, nominated by Mr. Grove. Emma DeHoo Cluier, nominated by Mrs. Starks Holcomb. Charles DeYoung, nominated by Mrs. Peichel. Chloe Donlinger, nominated by Ms. Bourbon. Samuel Dresch, nominated by Mr. Maxwell. Brianna Dula, nominated by Mr. Matsky and Mrs. Amon. Jacob Ebling, nominated by Mr. Van Engen. Karina Eckhoff, nominated by Mrs. Dresch. Ashley Elliott, nominated by Mrs. Natchez. Karen Engelbrecht, nominated by Mrs. Agar. Will Ewing, nominated by Mrs. Kemmis. Caleb Fowler, nominated by Mrs. Vandersloot. Austin Fowler, nominated by Mrs. Vandersloot. Camden Gadbois, nominated by Mrs. Oberlittner. Mary Jane Garcia, nominated by Mrs. Cork. Kelsey Garrels, nominated by Mrs. Albers. Matt Griesengraber, nominated by Mr. Hansen. Mongol Gurung, nominated by Mrs. Turner. Amari Halu, nominated by Mrs. Thorpe. Martin Ham, nominated by Mrs. Larson. Edwin Henriquez, nominated by Mrs. Nissen. Drayson Hill, nominated by Mrs. Jacobs. Owen Hirsch, nominated by Mr. Parezo. Tabitha Hirschman, nominated by Ms. Weck. Taylor Hofer, nominated by Mrs. Halbush. Taylor Hoffmeyer, nominated by Ms. Weck. Sydney Hoyer, nominated by Mrs. Sitter. Lily Holtman, nominated by Mr. Kitka. Valessa Honomcho, nominated by Mrs. Agar. Olivia Hopkins, nominated by Mr. Kitka. Ashley Humpel, nominated by Mrs. Sherman. Sid Huntemer, nominated by Mrs. Benz. Ahmed Hussein, nominated by Mrs. Johnson. Ashley Ainen, nominated by Mr. Maxwell. Aaliyah Inmaker, nominated by Mrs. Rank. Loria Jackson, nominated by Mrs. Larson. Kaylee Jessen, nominated by Mr. Johnson. Cecilia Johnson, nominated by Mrs. Lindy Day Urbina. Ivy Johnson, nominated by Mrs. Tim. Madison Johnson, nominated by Mrs. Regas. Estella Johnson, nominated by Mrs. Larson. Abby Johnson, nominated by Mrs. Hegna. Eli Kadoon, nominated by Mr. Powers. Baram Kakovic, nominated by Mr. Lussman. Kinley Knutson, nominated by Mr. Whiting. Becky Kopke, nominated by Mrs. Svensson. Janai Kraus, nominated by Mrs. Jensen. Jackson Kroger, nominated by Mrs. Benz. Landon Cooley, nominated by Mrs. Helbush. Shrishti Kumari, nominated by Mr. Johnson. Samantha Kunze, nominated by Ms. Gary. Jessica Lavilli, nominated by Mrs. Dresch. Triana Lavoie, nominated by Mrs. Oberlittner. Michelle Livia Juarez, nominated by Mrs. Regas. Francisco Lima Alvarado, nominated by Mrs. Thorpe. Mariah Little, nominated by Mrs. Nissen. Janessa Lowe, nominated by Mrs. Johnson. Derek Long, nominated by Mrs. Fink. Emma Lotman, nominated by Mrs. Albers. Cameron Lund, nominated by Mr. Madison. Taylor Matson, nominated by Mrs. Fink. Aroda Matsurab, nominated by Mrs. Pankratz. Bailey Miles, nominated by Mr. Begeman. Heather Miller, nominated by Ms. West. Ethan Mitchell, nominated by Mrs. Myers. Kenna Nelson, nominated by Mrs. Van Hove. Max Nelson, nominated by Mr. Nordine. Adrian Nelson, nominated by Mr. Wagner. Calvin Nelson, nominated by Mr. Convolin. Aiden Wynn, nominated by Mr. Sage. Andrew Wynn, nominated by Mrs. Hawkins. Noah Nelson, nominated by Mrs. Amond. Mackenzie Nowaka, nominated by Mrs. Sitter. Becca Odlin, nominated by Mrs. Vandersloot. Morgan Opp, nominated by Mrs. Koima. Caleb Paulson, nominated by Mr. Wagner. Jaden Peterson, nominated by Mr. Zenz. Allison Peters, nominated by Mr. Mayer. Carrie Provost, nominated by Ms. Bergen-Gabor. Lily Purcell, nominated by Mrs. Thomas. Denise Quizan, nominated by Mrs. Hartley. DeAndrea Ratliff, nominated by Mrs. Carmody. Afton Riggs, nominated by Mr. Geisfeld. Haley Rudy, nominated by Mrs. Wynn. Darren Rupp, nominated by Mrs. Heyman. Michelle Sanchez Patino, nominated by Mrs. Hagna. Ariam Sariana Venezuela, nominated by Mrs. Cork. Jackson Schultz, nominated by Mr. Convolin. Mason Scott, nominated by Mrs. Harnack. Mo Sepola, nominated by Mr. Costanzo. Sierra Shanks, nominated by Mrs. Wynn. Avantika Shyam, nominated by Ms. Robinson. Ella Silvernail, nominated by Mrs. Schoenhard. Person Skyberg, nominated by Mrs. Larson. Katie Spicer, nominated by Mr. Buckmiller. Alex Spielman, nominated by Ms. West. Mackenzie Strom, nominated by Ms. Berry. Caitlin Stuck, nominated by Mrs. Weh. Steph Sturzenbecker, nominated by Mrs. Weh. Cheyenne Swift Eagle, nominated by Mr. Sage. Garrett Thompson, nominated by Mrs. Stark Fulcom. Destiny Thunder, nominated by Mrs. Beatty. Abigail Turner, nominated by Mr. Mayer. Melanie Vasquez Zamora, nominated by Mrs. Bosma. Isaac Versteeg, nominated by Mrs. Vandersloot. Jacob Bosted, nominated by Ms. Melham. Hannah Walter, nominated by Ms. Bergen-Gabor. Jordan Waltman, nominated by Mrs. Jensen. Sierra Watkins, nominated by Mrs. Winterstein. Neka Watson, nominated by Mr. Wilbur. Grace Weaver, nominated by Mrs. Pomeranke. Sailor Weiland, nominated by Mrs. Fenson. Morgan Whiting, nominated by Ms. Berry. Sheridan Winter, nominated by Mrs. Hawkins. Tissanat Woldermorium, nominated by Mrs. Pankratz. Nelson Wright, nominated by Mrs. Bolche. Erstine Yancey, nominated by Mrs. Beatty. And Landon Zinn, nominated by Mrs. Fetty. Congratulations.
Hi, it's time for more teacher awards. The Sioux Falls School District Teacher of the Year and the South Dakota Art Educator of the Year. Each year in Sioux Falls, teachers are nominated. Eventually, one is selected as the Teacher of the Year. This year, we had nominees for this award at Roosevelt. The nominees for Teacher of the Year in Sioux Falls this year were Jenna Albers, Luke Cumby, Grace Gill, who made it all the way to finalists, Michelle Jensen, Amy Larson, Barb Newitt, Aaron Wynn, Kate Pasiga, Jessica Pomeranke, Mike Powers, Melody Sitter, and Stacy Svensson. We have a very special award this year, too. South Dakota Art Educator of the Year for the entire state of South Dakota resides right here at Roosevelt High School. Congratulations, Lisa.
Hello, writers. This is Mrs. Hevlin with your grade level awards. Writer Rookies. Our 9th grade students nominated by staff as future leaders at Roosevelt High School. These students represent what it means to be a rider in and out of the classroom. Your 1920 rider rookies are Talon Ashley, Tyler Kindville, Andrew Wynn, Lainey Vandewater, and Sheridan Winter. Congratulations to our rider rookies. Sophomore stars are 10th grade students nominated by staff who are already leaders in the classroom and their activities. Each one truly represents what it means to be part of Roosevelt High School. Our sophomore stars for 1920 are Kamal Albusafi, Cody Hora, Madison Tranberg, and Morgan Whiting. Our next awards are Boys State, Girls State, and Governor's Academic Excellence Award. Boys State representatives and Girls State representatives are juniors chosen based on having a high moral character, strong leadership abilities, and an above average scholastic standing. This year's Boys State representatives are Logan Elwine, Shane Poppins, and Spencer Lemke. Our Girls State representatives are Faith Boyer, Avery Dooley, Shersky Kamari, and Nika Watson. Congratulations to these juniors. The Governor's Academic Excellence Award. This award is given to the top 1% of seniors according to GPA, AP classes, and class rank. The students who earn this award receive recognition from the Governor's office. Our 1920 Governor's Academic Excellence Award winners are Alexandra Ertzing, Hope Grismer, Janessa Lowe, Courtney Monger, Sailor Weiland, and David Wells. Congratulations on all your achievements, and congratulations to all the riders receiving awards today.
Good afternoon, Roosevelt High School. My name is Steve Moore. I am the Activities Director here at Roosevelt High School, and today I have the distinct privilege of announcing the winners of the 1920 school year for Honors Fest. Let's begin with the Assistant and Head Advisors and Coaches of the Year. In the area of fine arts, the Assistant Directors of the Year are Carrie Bolche in Student Council, Steve Hirsch in Drama, and Randy Vandersloot in Chorus. The Fine Arts Director of the Year is Randy Hansen. In athletics, the Assistant Coach of the Year is Steve Hirsch in Boys Soccer. The Head Coaches of the Year in athletics are Judd Connor in Boys Soccer and Rachel Turner in Boys Golf. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you for all the positive ways that you influence our students on a daily basis at Roosevelt High School. Also, I'd like to congratulate and thank all of our coaches and advisors that help our students here at Roosevelt High School on a daily basis. We are all blessed to have you and to work with you. Thank you. The Fine Arts and Athletics Students of the Year are: in Fine Arts, the Students of the Year are Caleb Baker, Madison Howard, and Grace Vandewater. In Athletics, the Athletes of the Year are Brady Dannenbring and Tatum Koima. Congratulations to the 5 of you, and thank you for all the positive ways that you have influenced your student body and your student community at Roosevelt High School. We appreciate you and wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. Also, thank you to all the students that participate in activities at Roosevelt High School. We're blessed to have each one of you involved, and we look forward to continued growth and development for each of you and our programs. Thank you.
This year, we are honored to celebrate Mr. Terry Kitka as he retires from teaching. Mr. Kitka graduated from Andes Central High School in Lake Andes, South Dakota in 1975. He went to SDSU and graduated with his bachelor's degree in 1979. Throughout his 41 years of teaching, Mr. Kitka has taught chemistry, physics, physical science, PE, and even coached basketball and track. In his retirement, he looks forward to traveling, spending time with his daughter and granddaughter, not setting an alarm clock every morning, and golfing as much as possible. Congratulations on your retirement, Mr. Kitka. We will certainly miss you at Roosevelt, but wish you all the best.
It's my pleasure to announce these next two awards, Excellence in Support Services and Excellence in Instruction. Excellence in Support Services goes to Miss Jamie Merrill Schroeder. Jamie does an excellent job working as an E at Roosevelt and is always willing to help. Thanks for everything you do for our kids and our faculty, Jamie. Congratulations. Excellence in Instruction goes to Jenna Albers. Jenna does a great job as an English teacher here at Roosevelt and has taken a lot of leadership roles in helping with her collaborative groups. Thanks for everything you've done, Jenna. Congratulations.
Hi, this is Miss Agar, and I have the privilege to announce the senior awards this year for Honors Fest. The first award is a big one. This is an achievement of seniors who earned a 4.0 for their entire high school career. That means they got an A in every single class that they took at Roosevelt High School. Those that achieved and earned this are Cole Bartles, Jenna Block, Alexandria Ernick, Kaden Fandel, Hattie Giblin, Hope Grismer, Maya Hansen, Abigail Johnson, Eli Kadun, Tatum Koima, Andrew Kovalenko, Janessa Lowe, Savannah McGraw, Courtney Monger, Macy Nielsen, Allison Peters, Maya Roggenbuck, Abigail Schroederer, Sierra Shanks, Sailor Wieland, David Wells, and Tatum Wilson. Congratulations. This is a huge honor to do so. Great work, guys. The next award is the Academy of Finance Award, and this is given to these three based on the fact that they put in 200 plus hours of internship, usually the last 2 years of their high school career, and they passed 4 national tests that were given out. And so this is the NAFTRAC certification by the National Academy Foundation, and these three earned this. Brady Dannenbring, Andrew Longendijk, Maria Nuno Sanchez Esperanza. Congratulations, great work, guys. The next award is the National Merit Finalist Award. And in order to achieve this, you need to score really good and really high on your PSAT that usually you take your junior year. And they compare the scores nationally, and these two students achieved high recognition by the National Merit Finalists, Peter Moriarty and David Wells. Congratulations, you two. The last award that I'm going to present is the Department Award. And this is an award given by each department at Roosevelt High School. And this is something that teachers vote upon in each department, deciding on which student best represents the values and hard work that their department has seen in this student. And so the Applied Arts has recognized Eli Kadun, Business and Computers, Arian Rupp, Counseling, Tatum Koima, English Language Arts, Sailor Wieland, English Language Learner, Mangal Garoon, Fine Arts, Taylor Hoffmeyer, Foreign Language, Kira Koob, Math, Hope Grismer, Physical Education, Adrian Nelson, for Science, Peter Moriarty, Social Studies, Lily Bleachinger, and for SPED, Ahmed Hussein. Congratulations to all the seniors and the class of 2020. You guys are going to do great things. Keep it up.
Hey Roosevelt, Mrs. Benz here to introduce your top 10 seniors for 2020. This award is given to students who excel both in and out of the classroom. The students are nominated by the faculty and staff based on leadership, attitude, cooperation, courtesy, attendance, dependability, academic effort, maturity, self-control, poise, discipline, initiative, pride in work, and characteristics of a role model. The winners of this award exemplify the qualities of a true Roosevelt Rough Rider. And the congratulations go to Kayla Baker, Hattie Giblin, Jasmine Greer, Hope Grismer, Eli Kadoon, Tatum Koima, Peter Moriarty, Rose Waugh, Sailor Wyland, and David Wells.
We've come to the conclusion of Honors Fest 2020. Thanks for spending the time with us, and congratulations to all those who earned honors tonight. I want to especially thank Mrs. Katie Oberlittner, who not only was this her first Honors Fest to run and to organize, but it was also doing so having just had a newborn baby at home and taking on this challenge of doing it virtually. So thank you so much. Couldn't have done it at all without her. She did an awesome job. Mrs. Hevlin helped get all the slides together, and I appreciate that. Thanks for everyone who was willing to do videos, put yourself out there to honor our kids. Especially thanks to all the families and kids who watched and who stayed connected to Roosevelt in this way. We're very proud of you. A lot of you do well every day, and sometimes it seems like nobody notices, but we do, and it's a day to say we're proud of you. We miss you, and hopefully we'll get things back together here soon. Thanks for joining us for Honors Fest 2020.